Have you ever heard that pregnancy is always beautiful? Well, buckle up because we're about to bust some myths. Let's kick off with the first tall tale. Pregnancy is always beautiful. Sure, it can be, but it also comes with its fair share of discomforts. Think morning sickness that feels like an all-day hangover without the fun night before. The fatigue that makes you feel like you've run a marathon when all you did was climb a flight of stairs. And let's not forget the hormonal changes that can turn you into an emotional roller coaster. One moment you're crying over a puppy on TV, and the next you're laughing at a joke you can't even remember. Next up, we have the tale of the mystical pregnancy glow. Now, while some mothers-to-be may experience radiant skin, many others face the less glamorous side of things. We're talking acne that takes you back to your teenage years, stretch marks that look like a roadmap, and skin discoloration that has you playing a guessing game of what shade will I be today. And let's talk about eating for two. This isn't a free pass to overindulge. Overeating during pregnancy can lead to excessive weight gain and health complications for both you and the baby. So while you might be craving pickles and ice cream at 3 in the morning, it's important to maintain a balanced diet. Now, on to the myth that you'll enjoy every moment of your pregnancy. The reality is, pregnancy can be emotionally and physically taxing. Insomnia, back pain, mood swings, these are all part and parcel of the journey. So remember, while pregnancy can be beautiful, it's also perfectly normal to have days when you feel anything but. Every journey is unique and comes with its own set of challenges and triumphs. And that's perfectly okay. After all, you're growing a whole new life inside you, and if that's not amazing, we don't know what is. So here's to all the expectant parents out there navigating this wild ride. You're doing great. Stay tuned for more myth-busting in our next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share your personal stories. We'd love to hear from you. Moving on to myth number 2, the pregnancy glow. Ever heard of it? It's this magical aura we're told expectant mothers have, radiating health, happiness, and beauty. But let's talk reality. Not everyone gets the fabled pregnancy glow. In fact, many expecting mothers experience quite the opposite. Hormonal changes during pregnancy can lead to skin issues that are far from glowing. Acne breakouts, stretch marks, and skin discoloration are all common. And no, they don't discriminate. They can pop up anywhere from your face to your belly and even your arms and legs. Don't get me wrong, some women do experience radiant skin during pregnancy, but for many, the glow is more like a series of unexpected and often unwelcome skin changes. So next time someone mentions the pregnancy glow, you can tell them about the pregnancy acne too. Myth number 3, you're eating for two now. Sounds fun, right? Well, let's take a closer look. Contrary to popular belief, pregnancy doesn't give you a free pass to double up on donuts and French fries. While it's true that your body needs additional nutrients to support your growing baby, overindulging can lead to excessive weight gain and health complications for both you and your little one. Instead of eating for two, think of it as eating twice as healthy. Focus on nutrient-dense foods to nourish your body and support your baby's development. Incorporate more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains into your diet. And remember, treats are okay in moderation. The key is balance and moderation. So the next time someone tells you to eat up because you're eating for two, smile, take a bite of your apple, and know you're doing what's best for you and your baby. Remember, eating for two doesn't mean doubling your diet. Let's talk about myth number 4. You'll enjoy every moment of pregnancy. Now, wouldn't that be a dream? Reality, however, has a whimsical way of painting a different picture. Pregnancy is an adventure, a journey into the unknown. It's filled with moments of joy, anticipation, and excitement. But let's not forget it's also a time of significant change, both physically and emotionally, and not all of these changes are comfortable. Imagine for a moment being the star of your own personal circus. One moment, you're the high-flying trapeze artist, soaring through the air with the greatest of ease. The next, you're the clown, juggling a dozen different tasks and emotions all at once. And sometimes, you're the tightrope walker, trying to balance the demands of your changing body and the anticipation of becoming a parent. Sleep? Who needs it? Well, you do, but insomnia often makes an unwelcome appearance during pregnancy, turning those peaceful nights into restless ones. And then there's back pain, the uninvited guest that overstays its welcome. It's like carrying around a bowling ball 24/7. And let's not even start on the mood swings. One minute you're ecstatic, the next you're sobbing over a commercial. But here's the thing. This roller coaster of emotions and physical changes is perfectly normal. It's part of the journey, part of the transformation that happens when you're growing a new life. It might not be all sunshine and rainbows, but it's real, it's raw, and it's beautiful in its own unique way. So, will you enjoy every moment of pregnancy? Probably not. There will be times when you feel like you're riding the world's wildest emotional roller coaster. But remember, every twist, turn, and loop-the-loop is bringing you closer to the most incredible reward. The moment when you hold your baby for the first time. So enjoying every moment? Maybe not. But it's all part of the journey. Next up, myth number 5 and 7. Labor will be quick and easy, and you'll bounce back after birth. Let's tackle the first part of this double myth. Labor. It's often portrayed as a brief, intense experience that, while painful, is over before you know it. However, the reality can be quite different. Labor is a marathon, not a sprint, and it can be long, intense, and unpredictable. It's a process that can stretch over many hours, even days, and sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Complications may arise that require medical intervention, such as a C-section or prolonged labor that can be exhausting both physically and emotionally. And that leads us to the second part of the myth, bouncing back after birth. We often hear stories of women who are back to their pre-pregnancy selves just weeks after giving birth. But the reality is, postpartum recovery can be a slow and challenging process. Physical changes, hormonal shifts, and emotional adjustments all take time. From dealing with the discomfort of healing from childbirth to managing the emotional roller coaster of hormonal changes, recovery is different for everyone, and it's not always a linear process. And let's not forget the impact of sleep deprivation. Newborns have their own schedule, and it doesn't always align with yours. The lack of sleep can make the recovery process even more challenging, affecting your mood, energy levels, and even your ability to heal. So, if you're expecting, don't buy into the myth that you'll be back to your old self in no time. Allow yourself the time and space to heal, both physically and emotionally. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Remember, it's okay not to bounce back immediately. Give yourself time to recover and adjust. You've just created and birthed a human after all. That's a big deal, and you deserve to take the time you need to heal and adjust to your new role. As always, reach out to your healthcare provider if you're struggling. They're there to support you through this journey. Now, on to myths 6 and 8. Breastfeeding is natural and easy, and you'll bond instantly with your baby. We've all heard the phrase, breast is best, right? And yes, breastfeeding can provide a multitude of benefits for both mother and child. However, it's not always as straightforward as we're led to believe. Many new mothers encounter challenges like latching difficulties, often causing discomfort and stress. Nipple pain can also be a common issue, sometimes leading to feelings of frustration and inadequacy, not to mention the concerns about low milk supply that can add an extra layer of anxiety. So if you're finding breastfeeding a bit of a struggle, know that you're not alone. Now let's move on to that instantaneous bond we're told we'll have with our newborns. It's portrayed as this magical moment where love at first sight becomes a reality. But guess what? It's not always instant, and that's perfectly okay. Bonding is a process, not an event. It can take time, especially when you're recovering from birth, grappling with hormonal changes, and dealing with the general chaos that comes with a new baby. And remember, it's also normal for feelings of love to ebb and flow. Some days, you might feel an overwhelming sense of affection, and other days, it might be more of a gentle warmth. It's also worth noting that postpartum depression can affect the bonding process. This is a serious condition that affects many new mothers, and it can make bonding more challenging. If you're feeling persistently low, it's crucial to reach out to a healthcare professional. There's no shame in needing help. So let's debunk these myths once and for all. Breastfeeding can be challenging, and bonding doesn't always happen instantly. That doesn't make you any less of a parent. The reality of this journey is that it's filled with ups and downs. But remember, you're doing an incredible job navigating through all this. Remember, it's okay if breastfeeding is tough and bonding doesn't happen instantly. You're doing great. Finally, myths 9 and 10. You'll have a perfectly behaved baby and you'll feel confident and prepared. Let's tackle these head on. The image of a perfectly behaved baby is a beautiful illusion. Babies like us have their good and bad days. They cry, they get colicky, they have sleepless nights and feeding issues. And you know what? That's perfectly normal. Now the confidence myth. Parenting is a journey filled with self-doubt and anxiety. It's a learning curve where every day brings a new challenge. You won't always feel confident, and that's okay. It's okay to ask for help, to seek advice, to have moments of insecurity. Parenting is not about perfection. It's about love, patience, and doing your absolute best for your little one. So, a perfectly behaved baby and total confidence as a parent? Maybe not, but remember, you're doing your best, and that's all that matters. And that wraps up our myth-busting session today. We've taken a whimsical look at 10 commonly held beliefs about pregnancy and the hilarious, sometimes challenging realities that come with it. We've laughed about the elusive pregnancy glow and the mythical eating for two. We've nodded in understanding at the emotional roller coaster and the not-so-easy breastfeeding journey. But we know that behind every chuckle, there's a hint of truth and plenty of shared experiences. So, let's keep this conversation alive, and in doing so, support one another in our diverse journeys. If you've enjoyed this video and want more content like this, do hit that subscribe button. And remember, your story matters, so don't be shy. Share your own funny pregnancy myths and stories in the comments below. Remember, pregnancy is a different journey for everyone. So, hit that subscribe button, share your own funny pregnancy myths, and let's keep the conversation going.